Now I'm going to do a strategy testing for the arrow, so we can actually prove that it is non-repainting. It does not repaint. Okay, let's see how this goes. This is the strategy testing. The up arrow has come up, it's popped up, so we'll just allow it in a couple of minutes. Will be done. Just took about 1 month. Just take 1 month, a full month to see. Remember, we are testing the non-repainting arrow, the arrow that does not repaint. The moment it comes up, it stays there no matter what, because out in the market we have indicators, arrows that show up, and when the market moves against them, they also disappear and move somewhere else. But as you can see, the red arrow here came up, and of course the buy also showed up, and then the market came down below the candle, but it did not jump down. It maintains its position so as not to get the trader deceived, because most times these things can deceive a trader. But as we say, true to our word, when it comes up, it stays. It's just there. So it enhances your trading, and it also helps you to be certain of the actions you are taking in the market, because they are very important. Yes, in a few seconds we'll be done. We're done with this. I just took 1 full month to see its performance. Okay, we're almost there. Still going up, just obeying the up arrow, and this is a 1 hour time frame. Yes, and so it's just going. We have the down arrow there, but from the other indicator that tells us the trend, which we simply obey the trend. Say trend is a friend. It's not good to bet against the market, so we will not sell at this point, knowing that with the other indicator, the steps that tells us which direction the market is going. So we'll simply just keep buying. Okay, yes, we are done there. Now I want us to do something. I want us to go backwards, just in case. Let's assume that one has only this arrow. You don't have something else that would aid or enhance your trading. Just want to strictly keep obeying the arrow. Let's say, okay, let's start at this point. Let's just start from here, or we can even start far before here, and let's see how it goes. Okay, let's assume we take every arrow that appears in the market. Let's assume we take every arrow. We're not filtering, nothing else was available to filter the market. We decided to take every arrow that pops up. What's gonna happen? Now, if we had chosen to take this trade here, where this arrow came up, and we decided to just buy blindly, the market went up for about over 60 pips, well over 60 pips, and I don't know where you want to take a profit, whether it's 30, 50, or however, depending on your strategy. And then the next day, the next arrow pops up, which is this. So you take it at the next candlestick, and it goes down. It goes down for over about 70 pips, and you notice that there's no arrow that has shown here. It came up and it kept going down. I don't know your capacity, your willpower to stay in the market, and it kept just going down until we had this arrow here. Okay, now like I said, you're taking everything, and remember, you need to have a stop loss while you're doing all this. And you decided to take this candle, for instance, at this point. Automatically it goes against you, and on the next candle, of course, the sell shows. So it will stop you out, and of course you took a sell again, and at this point you took a sell here, assuming you're taking everything. But I will encourage, just take, if you were to be doing this, just have one trade a day, and at this point it comes up, and then of course it goes down, not just much, and of course the next, before you know it, the next arrow shows and it says the market is going up, so you also decide to buy. Remember, before now you've already had these two arrows here, you've made like 60 pips each, and you just going, let's say you kept the stop loss at maybe 30 pips or thereabout, so you've had two losses, which is about 60 pips, and then you decide to buy here. But remember, the previous trades could have more than 100 pips, but here you decide to take a buy. Just follow it, and then it just drives all the way, it keeps driving. So assuming you're taking every trade, every arrow that pops up, this one comes here, so you now take a long sell until you have a buy. Now you of course you're actually being in so much profit, and here you pick this. Let's assume you've lost here for this day. Like I said, I think you just take one arrow because this market happens to be in a support level, and then the next day it comes up again. You take this trade somewhere here, and it did not really go much, just about 28 pips, 28 pips or thereabout. And of course let's assume that's just that you moved to break even when you got to 20 pips, and you were stopped out. Okay, and of course you may decide to have taken the next one, and it's just there on the next candle, and it goes down, way down, 40 something pips or so the next day, and then just like that. So depending on who you are, a scalper will really enjoy this, because it's just making, this is it. So you take your trade right at this point, and it just drives you up. The next day again you take a trade, and that's just how it goes. So if you were taking trade on every candle, you discover that you still be in profit. But of course, like this one comes up here, and it starts to start driving you up, and keeps going. Anyway, now remember, this comes down, and of course this drives you up again, keeps going up. All right, at this point, to enhance your trade, we had the, what's it called, the upward steps that actually gives you direction of where the market is going, so you have a higher probability. Of course, you have the support level and the resistance level, which it shows you, so that you buy at a support level in an uptrend, and you maximize your profit. This template is actually a very good one, and we recommend for both the professional and of course the beginners. You just get to study it, and then you're good to go. It's highly profiting. We tell you that it's really good. All right, thank you very much. We encourage you to pick it up and make the use of it. Improve your trades. Stop making losses. Not that the template is completely perfect. There may be one or two times you could have a few losses, but of course the winnings outweighs the losses, far outweighs the losses. Hence we say it is highly profiting.